Alright, so I was just wondering if you could just describe what you do
Sure.
for climate planning
For
stuff.
climate stuff?
Yeah.
So this half of my job is on climate planning. I work as the staff liaison to the Climate Action Committee, which is a town committee, and also manage sustainability issues for the town. So manage federal and state grants that related to energy and green issues. Help the selectman's office with issues like installing solar panels on town buildings and things like that. So coming up with a municipal energy reduction plan,
Okay.
that kind of issue.
So are there any specific climate plans for Brookline? Sounds like.
We just did one.
Okay.
We just presented to the selectmen in December a climate action plan for Brookline, a new updated one. The one before that was last updated in 2002. So the town, my climate action committee put one together. It's actually a wiki. It's
okay.
designed to be interactive, though we're having some trouble with that. Spam and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's interactive too. But it's on the town's website in case you're ever interested. It's at brooklinema.gov/CAP.
Okay.
And that one, it actually lays out 39 actions that we would like to work on in general, or we would want other people to work on since we don't necessarily have the staff to tackle all of them.
Okay. What are your long-term and short-term goals for,
Okay.
if any?
For the as far as my professional position, short term, we're hoping to do this summer a rollout of a Solarize Mass program, which we are waiting to hear whether or not we got accepted.
Okay.
Which is basically a program that will encourage people to put solar panels on their homes. And basically, the more people that sign up, the more it buys down the cost for everyone. So, kind of takes advantage of the opportunity cost to get as many people in as possible. So, that we hope to do this summer. As far as long term, I'd like to meet, or I guess this is more of a medium long term. When we became a green community, we made a commitment to reduce the town's energy use total by 20% over 5 years.
Okay.
And that's coming up very soon. And so I'd like to hopefully meet that goal. It was, right now, we track it. We did just check it. We are reducing our energy use, but we are still a long ways off. So
Okay.
slowly but surely. And then long term, I'm trying to make sure that the town continues to work really well with the community and the community groups that are really focused on climate action to make sure that we have some real synergy between us and what they're doing. We've had some pretty good experiences. They have their real expertise, which is often volunteers, grassroots kind of stuff, where the town has some expertise when it comes to grant management and that kind of stuff. So trying to pair up and work together. It works for everyone.
Yeah. So would you say that Brookline has been succeeded as an environmentally friendly town as opposed to other towns?
I think it's definitely pretty environmentally friendly, but I don't know how you'd really compare. I mean, obviously, we're probably more environmentally friendly than others, but I think we can really learn from everyone else. So we often will go over to Cambridge to talk to their staff people about how they do programs. And cities and towns have different things that they're working on and different focuses.
Yeah.
So while Cambridge has a much larger commercial sector than us, we have a really large single-family homes, and so trying to design our programs, they're not going to necessarily be the same because we don't have the.
Yeah, I was reading a book on climate action planning. It said it varies a lot between different communities.
Yeah, it does. I think more than anything, when you're doing climate action plans and you want to compare them to other cities and towns, and you're doing greenhouse gas inventories and that stuff, you want to have make sure you guys all use the same standards so they're easy to compare. Kind of. But I think more than anything, I try to learn from other communities and then try to see what I can steal.
Yeah.
With
that was one of my
applicable
questions to you. Yeah, I was going to ask that. let's see what else I have. How do you usually go about like first steps of making an action plan, a climate action plan?
The one we just did, we basically we basically looked at other climate action plans.
Yeah.
And we came up with this huge list of over 100 actions that we should think about.
Okay.
And they were, obviously it was a huge gigantic list. And then we actually had a couple public hearings, public meetings, to kind of get
Okay.
people's input, and ran a survey, asked them to add any that they thought we maybe missed. It's a kind of a big endeavor. And then you kind of whittle out the ones that clearly aren't applicable.
Yeah.
And then we actually, for us, we put in kind of like a scoring system where we went through these actions and gave them a score on a few different factors, whether it was politically viable,
Mm-hmm.
how well it would actually reduce greenhouse gases, whether it had any sort of co-benefits, if it helped any other sort of environmental causes in town,